Hello, so this video is for those who can't install it correctly or a hard time installing the mod. So example, I have pressed the manual download because if I use Vortex, this will be instantly installed. So when you install one version, you also have to download this too. In the future, I'm gonna integrate this inside since it has 300 MB and it's a little big for me. I can't update them as of now. So let's say I have pressed manual download for crash fix and version 3. So this is the two, these two files. First is I need to install this file, which is, since this is a modules folder, just gonna show you in your Mountain Blade folder inside your Steam. I can just paste this here and extract it, and it will replace some files, not a harmful files, I assure you, since the native folder, which contains many XML including this one, module string, I only add this line, normally only this time, but since I have also added some line from Townsmania, this doesn't even hurt your game. Let me show you later, but for now, let's start. In this, I'm just gonna start my game. You can start it in your Steam. So activate it. In mine, it is already activated since it is installed. Now in new game, oh, I haven't applied this crash fix. That's why it crashed. So let's apply it too. The same way we applied the first mod. Extract here, yes to all. So it will just replace crafting piece and some XML. So again, it's open. I'm just gonna open it here. You can see that there's no intro armor here, since in version 3, it is not included, since you're gonna be starting as a normal gameplay with the Ronin faction in it. Now, pressing the new campaign, if this didn't crash, then you're good to go. Now that we have come here, let's try to install another one. I'm not gonna exit this game. So now, let's say I'm gonna uninstall my mod, Ronin. And the module string here, where is it? The module string here still has this XML, or strings that I have added, but this will not be loaded since the game or the mod is uninstalled. This is a harmless text. So even if I think this will crash because I haven't exited this yet and the Ronin is still activated. So let me open it again. The Ronin is now gone since I deleted the folder. Now in new game, you can see that it runs fine. So let's move on into let's move on into either one of these since this is the same, just a different content or different starting point. So let's say I want to be a ruler. Again, installing this mod, since this is modules, you should put it in here. But let me show you some other way. For example, I took this story mode, Sandbox. This is, are you familiar with this? If so, you can also see them here, Sandbox, story mode, and native. That means they belong here. So you can also install them here if you see the pattern. Now we will replace this. You can see that this also replaced some XML. So let me explain each. Story mode replaced or moved the training field to later. I'm just gonna show you. Sandbox is the most important and this mod Ronin in this RAR. This is the most important file here since you are a ruler, you will start as a ruler. You need to be inside a kingdom. So in Sandbox, I just added one line here which lets you join a kingdom at the start of the game. You also start as at tier 4. So that's the only thing I change. So if you're gonna uninstall, you can just delete this and make this 0 and you're fine. But for now, let me show you another one. The native is the same module strings I have shown you earlier. Now, this will still crash since we still have to apply our crash fix. As I've said, this will be integrated to the mod in the future, but for now, let's follow what is instructed. Now you can see that please ignore this one. I have tested the other things earlier. You can see that there's two mod, Ronin and Ronin load next to native. This is the main mod and this is the armor mod, only available for Khuzait. So let's play. Now in new game, I'm not sure why I don't have the sound. So let's choose, let's choose the Aserai first or not Khuzait. When you choose a character, you won't have the samurai armor. But if you start as a Khuzait, anyway, this means that you belong to a kingdom, so the relation change is applied. So any gender will do. Let's go with the female. I'm just gonna randomly select. And you can choose the armor because of the intro armor I put, which is this is a crash piece. The armor I have placed in here, intro armor, which is loaded next to natives to override the existing armor. The game has no sound since I've mistakenly pressed another output, but this works fine now. You can play it in 1.5.4 and 1.5.5. Anyway, you have a clan members here. also wearing an armor. So if ever you want some Naginata or Yari or Katana, she has 3 katana and this one has 2 pole arm. Also the armor is for lords. Your armor is not. Now let's talk about how to uninstall it. So for starters, you just have to remove these two, delete. Now that it is deleted, you have many files to search, but I have provided a backup file. This is taken from 1.5.4, which is also applicable for the beta version 1.5.5. So when you first open it, you can see that it is also modules folder. So that means you should install them here, or since I am already here, I'm just gonna open it, and story mode, sandbox, and native is also here, and I'm just gonna extract it here. If ever you don't have a WinRAR, any opener will do, or any unpacker, or whatever you call it, will do, as long as the file goes to where it will go. So let me show you first here that the module string, you want to reload it since this is opened earlier. Yes, you can see here that the original strings has been reverted. I'm just gonna exit them all, and then the single player clan, you don't have to continue watching it if you can. I mean, you can, or you don't wanna know about this, but I'm just gonna show you anyway. So the Ronin 2 or the kingdom isn't here anymore. And the last thing is the story mode, which is the settlement. You won't even know since I haven't shown you the position. It's numerical, so just believe me, this is uninstalled. So for a proof, I'm just gonna start the game. The Ronin is not here anymore. Now let's start a new campaign. Now the town here is not here anymore, and there's no clan member too. There's no Ronin, any trace of it. I haven't shown you the gameplay of the version 3. So if you still want to continue, then continue watching. But if you get what you needed, then feel free to start applying it, what you have learned here. So if you're gonna play a version 3, this is just a normal gameplay, but the town is here. Ronin is existing in your game, but you're gonna start at a tier 0 clan, and you don't have clan members. So that's all. Thank you for watching, and good luck in installing your mod. So thank you.